Hi, welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Just want to firstly apologise for the lack of videos at the moment. That's because mainly I had about 6 videos I've done the videos on, they were in editing, and my MacBook Pro has died. So I'm going to record these and try and upload them and edit them on the iPad, because that's all I've got at the moment. So I just wanted to do a quick review on this little beastie, and it is a little beastie. It's the Pentax Q mount 06 telephoto zoom. It's a 15 to 45 zoom. In effect, what that means is it's about equivalent to, depending on whether you've got a Q or a Q7 or a QS1 or whatever it is, it's about something along the lines of a 70 to 200, 80 to 250. I think if you've got it on the original Q, it's about 80 to 289 or something like that. So it's a really nice long telephoto lens in a tiny package. But the real kick-ass feature of this is it's a constant aperture f2.8 lens. Now, my old 70 to 200 Sigma for my Nikon was about that tall and about that wide, and weighed a hell of a lot more than this. This probably weighs about the same as the lens hood did on my old 70 to 200. I mean, it's just virtually no weight in it at all. It's dinky. It's plastic, but well-made plastic, and it does have a nicely machined aluminium mount, which is really nice, as you can see there. A tiny little 40.5mm filter thread on the front. Nice little piece of glass in there. It doesn't trombone when you zoom, which is a really nice feature. It just trombones when you turn it on, so it has an off position. You turn it to the 15mm, which is on, and then from then on it doesn't rotate or trombone whether you focus or zoom, which is nice. There is a hood available for this, but it didn't come with one. I have ordered that, but unfortunately that's coming from China, so that could take a couple of months. Just as a comparison, this is the Panasonic 35 to 100 2.8 zoom, which is equivalent to a 70 to 200 on a full frame, and again this one doesn't trombone either. That's quite a nice weighty, very well made, professionally made item. And just to give you an idea of the difference in size, I mean, this weighs more than the lens and the camera put together. So it's just as a comparison. So I've got the little Pentax Q here. Dinky. And that just pops on. You can't activate it when you're in the closed position. It just says the shutter release is disabled, so you have to push it to the 15mm, and then you can shoot away. And it works just like a 70 to 200, you know, as you would expect it. It's fairly fast to autofocus. It's, you know, similar to other lenses in the range. And the real nice thing about this is, the problem with a tiny sensor is it's very difficult to get a shallow depth of field. And the ways round that are by getting close to your subject and having the distance further away, or having a long telephoto lens and a really wide aperture. So if you can put those two together, really long lens, you know, almost a 300mm lens at f2.8, then you start to shallow your depth of field, and then you can start getting nice bokeh and blow out the background. It's not easy and it's not ideal, but then, you know, look at the size of the package, and I'll put some pictures up and show you, because I mean, if your subject is a long way away and the distance is fairly, you know, it's beyond that, then you're not going to have an awful lot of separation, but it can be done under certain circumstances. And I took some pictures at the zoo to try and sort of emulate that, because yes, it's very easy to get close to your subject and blow out the background, but when you're a bit further away it's not so easy, and that could be an issue for some people if that's, you know, if they're looking for bokeh. But then if they're looking for bokeh, really what you need is a bigger sensor, and I would say up to, you know, micro four thirds is better, crop sensor is better, and full frame is even better, but that's a whole nother issue. So All I'm going to do is, as I say, the quality is fine. It's a bit plasticky. The focus ring is a bit scratchy, but it just works. So it all works fine. You know, it's the Pentax Q. It's just designed to be small and portable. And whilst I've decided not to keep this camera, purely because I want to sell it on and get something else, move on to something else to review and play with, I think I'm going to get a Panasonic GX7 to complement my GH4 and see how we go with that. So this is going to be sold, and we'll see how we go. But I'm not selling it because it's no good or I don't like it. I'm selling it because this is what I do. I buy stuff, I try it, I sell it. Some things I keep and decide, yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that. I would love to keep this, to be honest, but it's just not financially viable for me for the amount of times I'm going to use it. So this one's going to go, and I'll get something else to try. So there you go. I'll put up some pictures now just to show you the kind of quality you can get out of this lens. They're just JPEGs which have been edited very slightly on the iPad. I found that all I was doing was my usual, boost the contrast a little bit, maybe a little bit of sharpening, but nothing too major. Very, very minimal adjustments on the iPad, and I just do that in Snapseed. So I'll put them up now and see what you think. But I've got there's no real negative side to this if you've got this tiny system. This lens and the standard prime, like the 50mm equivalent, the 1.9 lens, I think those two lenses create the perfect package. So anyway, this has been GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.